Alright guys, good morning, welcome to another vlog. We are going to do some work on the S15 this morning because when we had all the work done on it, we only put a second-hand battery in it, so that battery keeps dying. We've gone and bought a new battery, as you guys would have seen earlier in this vlog, because I'm sort of carrying on from yesterday. But anyway, we're going to go chuck this in the S15 and maybe move it, get it started, make sure it's all working good. But it is driving perfectly. We do still have a headlight issue with that car to fix up. Other than that, it is good to go. I'm going to head down the track and get going on this 350Z. Alright, looking under the bonnet of the S15. Here's a really nice build, this thing. Nice little Greddy radiator there. Thing runs so good now. GK Tech diversion plate. Anyway, rip this battery out. Super easy with these. Little 10 milli. Alright, so I've just worked something out. I've worked out that I've been sold the incorrect battery. I think there might have been just some confusion because we're doing small battery, big battery. We're trying to get a battery for Princey's car at the same time. But this one actually has large terminals, and my car, well, Tiana's car, runs small terminals. So I'm gonna jump start the S15, and I'm literally just gonna drive this to the battery shop now, and we'll sort it out. Alright, we've been down here at Battery Central. It's not far from the track, but we have the new battery in, so we will see. Should start flying, I imagine. Weird that battery light's still on. I thought that was related to the battery being bad. I wonder if it's worth checking with the guys here to see if it's charging. They'll be able to check the voltage, like, and see if it, yeah. You got a voltage?
I was just going to say, do you want me to check the,
Yeah, because I've got a battery light on. I thought it was related just to the battery itself.
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
But I'm like, I know obviously the battery was dead, but I'm more concerned with why there's a battery light on. So I thought the battery light on might have just been related to...
Oh yes. So you're getting 15 volts, we should only get 14.4, so the...
oh, so I'm overcharging.
We're overcharging, yep. So the rectifier or something, whatever is in the flux capacitor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So will that kill anything now?
It will kill the battery off quite quickly, yes.
Oh.
Yes. Because you're getting over voltage to it.
Yeah.
Flick your headlights on and we'll see if it draws a bit of power off of it. 15.2 still. Okay, flip the lights back off. Yeah, it takes a tiny little bit away, but basically
so they put the aircon and everything on.
Put everything on, yep, until you get it sorted.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, at least I got that sorted. All right, guys, we're down at the track now. We have Kermy's Bodyworks now. Not Kermy's Lawn and Garden Services. Kermy's Bodyworks. I know he did the guards on his own car with some filler and stuff. So we're going to get to work on finishing off the 350Z rear guards finally. When I say finally, it was only yesterday that we were working on them. But everything has, like, set rock hard. It's all looking ready to be molded into proper shape. Definitely doesn't look pretty at the moment. Probably, to be honest with you, if it was up to me, I'd probably just sand it down a little bit and hit it with the black spray can. But at the same time, we kind of do want it to be good, and Kermy's got all this stuff to make it work good. Kermy, also known as Top Knot. We have all kinds of names for our friends down here, so some of them start with C and end in T, so yeah. Alright, we're going to play with this car. We'll push it out into the sun, or you want to do it in the shade?
I'll push it out in the sun.
Yeah.
Keep warm.
It's actually a bit cold here in the shade. This is the old Queensland winter still. Oh wait, no, it's spring now, isn't it? Spring or autumn, whatever the one is before summer.
Yeah.
Either way, it's definitely t-shirt weather, but when you're in the shade, it's a little bit chilly. All looking very professional. Actually looking really good. I'm so surprised. Damn. And here we were 110% doubting our abilities, and somehow we're pulling this off.
Yeah, off the overlap.
All that there that's like in there,
Hey,
that's still with that other bolt.
That's mint. Look how straight that is. Have you even put any bog or anything on it yet?
Not second layer.
Do that again? Yeah, right. That's sick. They barely even need a skim.
Barely.
Barely. Specially. So we've got the bog now on this side, or the filler, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from and who you are. But yeah, we've got the filler here now, so we can sort of do the final smooth and shape. Man, I'm in amazement how good this is turning out. Need to fix these little dents on the front corner now. I feel bad about wrecking this car at all. It's starting to... I think saying it's nice would be a bit of exaggeration, but it's definitely getting a lot cleaner. Mitch is going to get the new boot for me to replace the one that he broke, so the boot will be a nice black boot with straight hinges, and I'll be able to open and close my boot again soon. The interior is actually coming up pretty nice now. It was clean, but now we've got a lot of sanding, dust and everything else in it. But like I said, I do want to put a head unit back in this, because the standard stereos in these cars are amazing. It has a big subwoofer, and it has just basically a really good standard sound system. And I do remember when I used to be able to crank the stereo and stuff in, it was pretty good fun, because we all know the VQ 2035, whatever the hell the engine is in this car, doesn't sound very good. So it's always good to crank a bit of music. And yeah, but later today, which will be in tomorrow's vlog, we're taking this car drifting, and I do have like an OBD2 scanner, which I've taken out of my four-wheel drive, which I'm going to put in here and hopefully work out why it has that little misfire in the top end at the moment. Fingers crossed it's maybe just like a coil pack, or airflow meter needs a clean, or just something simple. Worst case, set of plugs. These cars, you need to buy iridium plugs, so it's like 120 bucks for a set of plugs for it. So I might even do that. It hasn't had plugs in a long time, so I might just order some plugs after lunch. But we're gonna get these quarters finished off first, and we'll save that stuff for tomorrow's vlog. So what's the go here? Is that the hardener stuff?
Yeah, this one's the hardener, and putting a little bit extra in to try and make it sand a little bit quicker, so we can then sand it quicker.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
We're not perfectionists here. Let's face it.
But we're not professionals either. We're just
we're far from it.
Far from it.
To be fair, you're doing a pretty damn good job on that stuff. You did your own rear quarters, right?
Yeah, I did steel ones, and then I put a lot of bog in them as well to make them look half pretty.
Oh, so you're good at this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like someone that's good at welding, but then just, well, not good at welding, and then just grinds. This is like the equivalent of grinding for a welder.
Exactly, and I'm the same as that with welding. You can make any weld look good with a grinder. Might not be strong.
That's why
but
the use a grinder so.
Alright, here we are, guys. One freshly sanded guard. Other than a thing where we have the screw, it's actually really good. And we obviously have the metal underneath, still strengthening the whole setup. Overall, I'm pretty damn stoked. Like, just done a bunch of work on the other side of the car, just starting to straighten some of the stuff under the car. So I'll try and avoid all this dust. But yeah, my very crudely cut out rear quarter, like I said, I will clean that up at some point. But this was heavily pushed in here, so brought that back almost to pretty much where it should be. to a point where the side skirt can actually clip in properly, and then when I put the wide body back on, it covers all of this. So yeah, one of my main reasons for cutting all the stuff out underneath was the fact that it makes things like this easy to straighten, because that particular part of the car and the B pillar there is like a pain to get into, a pain to fix. So being able to get into there and be able to fix that easily just makes the car easier overall to work with. But yeah, eventually I will cut a lot more metal out of the back of this car, just because lighter is faster and also makes it a lot easier to repair. Like I said, at some point in the future I will have to do a tube end on this car, because the back of the car is very messed up. But I will keep going with this, and I just want to knock this quarter out a bit more, so to knock this part of the car out further by using a giant pole and hitting this area that's messed up. And from there we will, I don't know, just be able to line everything up a bit better, and might even put the new tail lights in the back. Just, yeah, I might give Mitch a phone call and tell him to go get my new boot, because the car's looking all good other than this boot. Come on, Mitch. Top knot bodywork. It's looking good, eh?
Yeah. Coat of paint.
Yeah.
You never even know we repaired it.
That's it. And just I gotta get a fuel flap. So I broke that fuel flap off being an idiot.
It'd be complete. It'd be ready for reg up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alright, here at the back of the car now. Hold on, the lens is dirty. There you go. Got some newish tail lights. This side isn't broken, but I'm going to replace it anyway, just so I have matching rear tail lights. Should sit reasonably good. Why is that fouling on? So I'll probably need to do some adjustments with a hammer, but we'll get this working. Oh no, I need to pop that out. Alright, I gotta get these tail lights in. Alright guys, this is where we're at. We've done so much work and these cars came out so straight. I'm so stoked. Used to be really caved in here. We've pulled all of that out from underneath. We've actually got this thing pretty damn straight. The guards done nice and round, fairly smooth. New tail lights in, lines up all pretty decent. Still waiting on a new boot. This side nice and straight as well. Got to get myself a fuel cap, but other than that, I'm actually freaking stoked, man. This thing is looking sick. Time to hit it with some, gonna have to hit it with Duramax diamond finish, because Princey's stolen all my black cans to paint his car and he hasn't replaced them yet. So thanks, sausage. But we'll hit it with this. We're talking about perfection here when I just wiped it down with a cloth. I didn't like, it wasn't like a wet sand or anything. You know what I feel like?
You got your glitter? You got your glitter?
I feel like, you know, Drift Tengoku, when they have all the how-to things? We're like that dodgy, I forget his name, but in Drift Tengoku, and he does all of their how-tos, and he actually doesn't know how to do much of the stuff. He's just read up on it, and he just sort of goes for it, and like, for the most part, it seems to work. I think that's us. I think for the most part, this is working. Like, I wouldn't do this to my road car, but for a race car, that's amazing. That's pretty damn good. I think we've done a hell of a job.
Perfect.
You know, a bit dusty.
Look how straight it is. Ready for rego.
Alright, here we are with the new and improved 350Z. Look at that quarter. You barely... That's actually mint. Obviously we need to put a fuel flap on there, but that is a hell of a job. I am so stoked on that. Got to thank Top Knot for giving me a massive amount of help, Princey obviously as well, but the old Z car is looking pretty good again. I don't know why, I love this thing. But anyway, I'm going to wrap the vlog up there, guys. We'll see you on tomorrow's vlog where we're going to be raping the crap out of this car. I'm going to go home now and edit this video up. I've got a little, like I said, a OBD2 reader to put in this car. I'm going to take it out at 4 o'clock before the beginner session starts and hopefully work out what that misfire is. Get that fixed and send a few laps tonight and show you guys around. All right, bye.